Hello Palians and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about cottages. I have seen some amazing and elaborate plot designs, but sometimes we just prefer life on the simpler side, particularly if you're a newer player or decorating is a little bit kind of daunting to you, then maybe it's a good way to start off with something smaller. So I thought showcasing some cottages that the community have created would be perfect inspiration for you. Don't forget to like and also subscribe, but without further ado, let's get into these tours. So the first cottage that I've brought you to is by Zyme, and this one definitely has a lovely overgrown feel to it, and it does have a few buildings on the outside that I'll bring you to, but look how lovely this entranceway is, using all of those kind of lovely flowers, and also we've got some pavers on the ground here as well, just to kind of help organize everything. I love the addition of the wood planks around the trees there. The little siding looks really cute, and we also have some little rocks around some of the bushes as well. Just those little details really help make a cottage garden feel perfect. And then if we come around here, we have this lovely little seating area which feels very cozy, and we have a fountain in the center here. There is a lovely little garden shed here which has been done with some glitching, and if you just step inside, this is the hallway, and look at it, it's a little workspace which is absolutely precious. And I love the details here, the little makeshift sofa, the little shelves around. All of the kind of decor here is really nicely done. I really like that. So I'm just going to head back down out this way because there is a little bit of a detail around the pond, somewhere to sit and enjoy a drink. Who doesn't love that? I really love that. And the walkways, they all have some really nice details on them. And as we curve around here, you can see we have a makeshift tent here, and there's also some other items around, a nice little bonfire spot. This tent looks very cozy and inviting. As you can see, it's all very kind of woodland feeling. They've even added in some of the log decor pieces, which is really nice. I love the way that looks. I think tents, initially I was like, I'm not really sure I'm a big fan of them, but I think they are growing on me again. Look at the back of the shed as well. I love that. Very nice kind of makeshift garden there, and this feels like a perfect place for chopping wood. We've got the planks just laid out there and the firewood container. There is of course a portaloo here, which I'm always here for. Always love to see a good portaloo. So I think I'm gonna head in the house now. There is just this little kind of patio area as well that I just want to show off, and then we'll come back out and look at the conservatory and the farm later. So we have this little seating area here which is very nice. The blue and the autumn together is an interesting choice, but it actually kind of works. This is very cute. The perfect place for the all of you to relax and chill. Very nice. So let's head inside and see what's going on with these interiors. Oh wow, okay. So straight away we have a tree in here, which again helps fill with that overgrown vibe of it. And we have a little seating area next to the fire so you can come in after it's been raining and keep warm. This area is stunning. Oh, I love this kind of workspace with all the details on the wall, and then it comes through here. Everything has that kind of, it feels very alive with all the foliage and kind of the little bugs and shells and everything that's quite natural. Gorgeous. And then this is the kitchen here. Another great kitchen. This is so cute and cozy. We have a nice little seating dining area over here. I like the way that things kind of curve around with the kitchen. They've obviously had to merge them in a little bit to get them that close, but it looks great that way. I just prefer them. It's more satisfying. And then over here we do have some functional cookware as well, which is good to see. I love the oven in the corner. I think that's a great addition as well. Gorgeous. I love all of the kind of details on the wall. I really like the way that people add in the details that way, particularly around like the archways here. That's nice. I still need this item. Crying that I don't have it yet, as it's perfect for my coastal plot. And then as we go around here, we have another little study area. Wow. All of the browns here are so satisfying because it just feels so warm. I know there's a sword on the wall, which isn't so warm, but it does just feel really nice. And we've got more wall details here. Using the kind of building blocks as a divider is a great addition. There's lots of kind of pirate decor in here as well, which all mixed in really nicely. And then I think this is still work in progress back here, but it looks amazing so far. So far, it looks amazing. These interiors really do have that woodland feel to them, which is something I definitely feel like I want to work on next. So I'm going to head over this way and see what we've got going on with the conservatory. As you can see, there is a little well here, which is a nice divider, a nice little transition area. I feel like transition areas are definitely hard with plots sometimes. I miss terraforming, so having to get creative with foliage and bushes is something that you need to be prepared for in this game. Oh, I love this little seating area. The parasol with the grow all out furniture, actually putting the parasol in the grow all out table, that's an amazing idea. That looks wonderful. And this tree back here is very interesting to me. It looks like it's kind of growing out of the flowers are growing out of the tree, which is nice. And then there is something around here as well. Oh, what a cute little seating area. Honestly, the grow all out furniture is so beautiful. I like what they've done with the floorboards here. This is really nice. The way that it kind of separates down from being a lot more fuller to kind of more sparse is nice as well. The colors, the pops of red and blue here are beautiful. Right, let's actually head into this conservatory because I keep saying I want to do it, but then I get distracted. So here we go. This is the conservatory. The gorgeous floor tile is here. And they've managed to get the fireplace into the conservatory as well, which I don't think I've seen yet. Very pretty. And this whole area back here is nice. It's like a little bit of a cottage, and it's got some kitchen work areas. We've got a tree in here as well. Oh wow, this setup is so detailed. It is beautiful. All of the shelves fully stocked, and there is a little bit of a flower ceiling here, which again has red and blues. And that's such an interesting color combination, but I really like it. Okay, and then I think just beyond this way is where the farm is. Yes, it is. And we've got all 9 squares just in the middle here. A gorgeous patio area. I keep forgetting what it's called. A porch, that's what it's called. A gorgeous porch area. And then lots of flowers around the edging here. A little pond, we love to see that. Some little seating areas in case you need a break after all of that hard farming work. Another portaloo, of course, and some washing. It just feels, yeah, this feels very cottagey to me. It's the perfect little cottage farm. Everything's kind of a little bit broken up, but it all has that right vibe to it. So I think we've pretty much toured the majority of this. This is such a good cottage. I love all of the details out in the garden, and I hope that this has helped inspire you. The next cottage is by Betty1306, and Betty is a Switch player, so I want you to remember that whilst we tour this lovely little cottage. So here we go. This is what she's called as a bug nook, and as you can see, there is no actual buildings here. It is actually all made with building blocks. So we have this gorgeous entrance here. Betty is so good at doing her pathways. She actually did one for me whilst we were on stream the other day, but this is one of her gorgeous pathways. As you can see, she likes to mix up, play with the different kind of designs, also play with the different items as well, have it a little bit overgrown with flowers in here, and also some little pebbles from the Spring Fever set. Is it called Spring Fever? I think it's called that. I've just had a total mind blank on that. But yeah, from the spring set, there is those gorgeous little cobbles as well. And then we have either side, we have these lovely little flower arrangements, which she's used some of the pergolas as well, which I think adds some height to it. And then back here, as you can see, as I said, she plays around with the different types of paths and pavers. So here we have a nice little breakup of different ones. They are a bit glitchy at the moment, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, I think having lots of different ones adds a nice texture, and this whole area creates a nice little like courtyard inspired area as well. And then obviously we need to talk about the house as well. So this is the house. It does remind me of Minecraft and I love that about it. But the way up, I love what she's done with her stairs. There's also windows as well, which you'll see as we go in, and also the overgrown roof as well. I love the addition of the flowers up there. I think that's really cool. So if we take the step up here and we head inside, so we have this nice little hallway which has been decorated. We've got some wood kind of decor things on the wall, the logs, and a few little lanterns here. And then we have the stairs there, which we'll go up to in a minute. but this room, look how stunning this is. So she didn't put any building blocks on the floor here, which I think was actually kind of clever idea, because I love how the grass pokes through the stones and the carpets as well, and the flowers. It just looks really nice. So this is kind of like the chill communal living area. There's some nice little details on the walls with the shelves, and the lighting in here is kind of nice as well. And here I said about the walls, look, she's added in the pillars just to make it feel more window-like, because obviously we can't place glass in the game. And then over here is kind of like a storage area, which I kind of love as well. It's like a pantry. This is what my storage would look like in real life if I was to do that. And the colors as well. I just need to talk about the pinks and the greens. They just go really nicely together. I think that's a gorgeous combination. And the wood as well, I think that works nicely. So that is the downside room here. If we head back up the ramp and over the other side, apologies for the grass poking through, I think that's my setting somehow, but we have this little kind of bedroom here, which is cozy. It's got the nice little bed with some flowers and just a wardrobe in the corner here. I don't think it needed too much. It doesn't have the space for a lot, so I quite like the way that this looks. And then if we head up the stairs here, this is where the bug sanctuary kind of comes into it. So this is what Betty has done with all of her bugs and her lots of glow bugs as well, lots of plushies. Why am I okay, one sec, okay, there we go. We're up. So we have lots of bugs around. There's a few little details of some flowers and things, lots and lots of glowing things as well, which is nice. And then over here as well, you have the same. There's another little window over here, which just looks so cute. I love how the movement of the bugs kind of translates in the game, which is so nice. And then in the corner, we have Frogbear here. I'm sure he's loving his life, being kind of, I want to say trapped. He's not trapped, is he? Being surrounded by all of the bugs, but he kind of looks there perfectly at home. But I really love the way that kind of the attic space has just been taken over by bugs. And she's called it Sanctuary, so they are all safe up here in glass boxes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that must have taken ages to get all of these bugs as well. So there we go. I'm going to pop downstairs and we'll have another look at the outside. So as you can see, this is what it looks like coming out. You see all that path. I love the path and all of the colours there. It's so gorgeous. So pretty. And it's a great way to kind of experiment. I feel like the building blocks, you can definitely make some gorgeous houses with them. And I think when they update the limit as well, you can add even more details, because this is obviously taken a lot of blocks, but when it comes to having even more of a limit, there'll be more kind of depth that we can add to them. So gorgeous little house, gorgeous little cottage, and remember, all done on the Switch, which I think is very commendable, very commendable to have the patience. So let's get on to the next one. The third plot I want to bring you to is by Consulting Detective, and I'm just going to start over here because I really like what they have done with their shipping bin area. How cute and cozy is this? It just is like a little cool place for fungi to hang out. And obviously decorating this area is kind of involves a little bit of glitching, but I think some of the things that I've been seeing are just amazing. So that is gorgeous. But the main entrance, as you can see, this is what I'm thinking of. A cottage in the woods. It's got lots of trees. We've got the nice little koi pond bridge here, which makes for a nice entranceway over into the main kind of courtyard area. And there is a few different ways you can go off from here. So you can go off to the left and the right, and I'm gonna go to the right first of all because this is a gorgeous garden area, somewhere where you can just sit, enjoy. There's a campfire here. The flowers are absolutely stunning, and then it leads nicely into where the conservatory is, and the conservatory has a little bit of a patio out front, which makes for a nice feature here. And then as you can see, they have decorated the outside of the patio, not the patio, the conservatory as well, and it leads nicely in, which is gorgeous. It's like a proper greenhouse area. There's lots of flowers. They've used it to display some bugs. We've got a bathtub with more flowers in, and this I like as well. The valley sunrise bed with some flowers on top, just to have it have the feeling that flowers are growing out of the top. I love that. I think this is a really nice take on a conservatory, and hopefully that might help inspire you if you're struggling for more conservatory ideas. So back out we go along this lovely walkway here, and then through over this way, and we'll head over the left hand side this time, if I don't get stuck, that is. So over here again we have this nice little seating area, and the targets, I like these, and I feel like turned around they look really good as well. And we have a little shrine area here with the phoenix statue, and there is a nice little centerpiece with all of the ranch fountains there, which is really nice. And then through this way, and we lead through to the farm area, which is beautifully done, and there is a nice little decor piece over there as well. The farm is really nice, is really organized, and I love the way that they've added in the terracotta tiles. I think that they look really, really good here. The whole area is fenced in, which is a nice detail as well, so it feels kind of more like an elegant kind of garden, which is a nice kind of contrast. There is another little seating area over here, which does allow for them to have this own little dock over here. I do love these docks. I will never get bored of seeing these. Obviously the fish are glitched at the moment, so we'll just not comment about that, but there is a lovely little seating area over here, which is just precious. Imagine a nice relaxing evening just sat here by the water, maybe doing a spot of fishing, who knows. But yes, it is a lovely little kind of take on the dock area over here. So heading back, there is a tent on this plot as well, which is nice. There is a few different buildings, which is just through here, and I love this whole patio area they've had done out here. We've got the windmill as well. Just feels really fitting to have an outside area all ready for where all of your preserve jars are, which is just nicely stored in here. Again, we have more displays of bugs and fish as well. So I think just before we head into the main house, there is this lovely little area which I want to show you, which is a nice little built up deck area. And here we have some of the overgrown elements again, and also we have the grow all out furniture up here, and of course frogberts. Not one frogbert, but two frogberts. And we also have the museum up here. Creating that second layer adds some really nice height to this deck, which is a nice little detail, I think. And having the trellis archway here is a nice kind of lead up into it, and the trees as well make it feel really nice. So the main entrance to the house is just over here, and it is slightly larger on the cottage side, but I think it will work still. It still has that cozy vibe to it. Here is the entrance way, which is the living room as well. We've got the nice fireplace here, and there is this cozy little corner here for studying, reading, whatever you want to do. Just cuddle up in that nice chair over there and it will be perfect kind of place to spend an evening. We have some other knickknacks and the jukebox over here, and then the dining room is here as well. I love the way that this looks, and I don't know if it's just because it's like a bit more on the simpler side, it's not so cluttered around the edges, but I think it works really nicely, and the dining table is gorgeous as well. And then the hallway leads through into the kitchen, where we have this nice little kitchen set up here, and there is a pantry through here, which is where kind of all of the work is done. All of these food items are displayed as well. Wow, yeah, that is going to be a very nice smelling room. And then back through this way, we'll lead back and go through the other side, because the bedroom over here is absolutely stunning. More greenery, which is one of my favorite colors, so I really love the way that this looks. We have some decor pieces. We've got like the gemstones out. There's also some shelves, a little area over here which is nice. It reminds me of like a little place where you might want to do your vanity, like a vanity setup, do your makeup and stuff. And behind here is like a hidden kind of bathroom. So we have the bathtub, which is nicely behind these dividers, and also a sink. How can I not mention these plushies? There is a mountain of plushies. That is so cute, and a nice way to display them actually. And through here we just have another little cozy nook. So the cottage isn't that big. I think it's a nice manageable size. It does have a few rooms, but it's really nicely laid out, and everything does feel kind of still cozy and wholesome, and it's got everything you need from a house in it, definitely. So there we go, that's Consulting Detective. Thank you again. And the final home I want to bring you to today is by One Girl, Two Pepsi. And this may look simple, but I think the details here are still so gorgeous and so kind of wonderful. Like, for example, the entrance here, I like how spread out the pavers are. So you get that grass look through it. It feels kind of more worn down. And you have the little kind of ungrown flowers here. So it feels like there's kind of like sprouts coming up through the path, which is really, really cute. Over on the right hand side, there is just this little kind of woodland setup with the little campfire. There's a little surnock there, and there's some really nice pops of blue in and amongst the trees. Wilma did say that she wants to add in even more trees, which I think will definitely help it, but I still think you get that woodland feel from it, which is nice. Over this way we have a farm, and this is all scattered out, which I really like the way that it looks, and I think it just gives you more chance to explore beyond. And she's added in some little details around the plots. We've got a preserve bin there, we've got a hay bale, and there's also some ranch planters over here as well. Just those little things that just kind of, I feel like when everything's cluttered, you kind of miss out on kind of little details like that sometimes. I love both, don't get me wrong, but this is just precious. And over here we also have, look, the little ormu kind of pulling the wheelbarrow, and there's also the well over in the back there, which is so cute. And then there is a conservatory here, which I'm going to go inside because I feel like this one is definitely going to have some nice vibes to it. And yes, it does. Look at that. I love the platform that's been covered with all of the planks of wood. It looks so good. And there is a nice little seating area up here. This plot does have a bit of a witchy vibe to it, and I'm definitely getting that from this conservatory. But this is great inspiration if you're wondering on how to do your conservatory as well. We've got some more worm bins here as well. It's like a potting shed come somewhere that you would like to read and relax, which is such a cool kind of concept. And then back down here, if we head round this side, there is a little shed over here, which has been really nicely done. And this is where we've got some preserving bins and the seed makers. The window here is just, yes, I love the way that window looks. It looks really realistic and really nicely done. There is some other details here on the shelves as well. We've got a fun guy, a little boot there, just really nicely done. And then if we head back round, we'll have a look inside the main house. So the main house itself, as you can see, we have these kind of green walls, which again fit really nicely with the foresty feel. And I love the addition of the bay windows. I think the yellow on the flower bed boxes really kind of pops against the green, which is nice. And then straight away we're into this blue house, and I love that wallpaper with these colors. It works really nicely. As you can see, look at the archways. The combination of the lamps and the log details is really nice. And we've even got it on this side where it is bigger. Wow, look at this kitchen. This is an amazing kitchen. I love the green that is carrying on throughout here. We've got overgrown flowers coming up through the floorboards, which is kind of cute. But this central piece is really kind of like a great focal point. Having the boards around it as well kind of makes it flow a bit more. And then you've just got details on the pillars as well, which is so nice. I love this. I love the way that it feels. And this little detail down here, look at all of the placement of these items together is just beautiful. And then there is a dining room in here as well. Again, this is so gorgeous. The bookshelf in the cabinets looks really nice as well. More little potted plants and everything. Having that feeling of it feeling like things are growing is a really nice thing, and definitely something to focus on if you're wanting to create that witchy look. And then through here is the bedroom. Wow, the chair and the bed together, that investigator set works really nicely. I love the way that looks, and the little chest there with the candles. And then in this nook we have another little bed. What a cozy reading spot this would be. It's like a nice little day bed setup for like reading your books and such. A nice little kind of changing area with the mannequin and the wardrobe. Beautiful. And then through into the bathroom. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. The investigator and the sink setup together, that looks wonderful. I love that combination. And then we have the bathtub here as well. And I love the decoration on the bay window. So cute. So good. And just before we go, I'm just going to come out the back here because there is even more of a woodland feel to it out here. Look at this. We've got trees and the scattering of flowers, and then this kind of all leads off round the back to the entranceway to Bahari as well. This walkway, it doesn't feel too much, but I love that she's thought about all of the flowers and the pavers and just having a few little flowers scattering around the trees. It just makes it feel more realistic, and I just really like the way that it looks, especially the blue popping against the wood. So there we have another little cottage. This one, again, I loved it. It's the perfect size house. It's not too daunting, and as you can see, you can do some beautiful decorating with it as well. So there we have it. There are a few cute and cozy cottages. I hope you enjoyed looking at these with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also if you have a chance, go and visit the people that were featured today and drop them a reaction. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.